So, do you have a website or a blog up and running, but not enough eyeballs on it? Well, in this video, I'll show you 7 of the most effective ways to drive traffic to your website. And what do I mean by traffic? I mean thousands of unique visitors to your website every month. My name is Dale from Create a Pro Website, and before we get started, I just want to mention that this is not a one-size-fits-all topic. There are other videos out there that claim to have the ultimate formula for driving traffic to your new website, but the reality is that what works for one website niche might not work as well for another. So in this video, I'm going to share all of the best ways to drive traffic and provide realistic examples of what has worked for me and people that I know personally. But in reality, you will have to try anywhere from 5 to 10 different things, and maybe one will work really well. It's just how the game is played, and there's no shortcut around it. Driving traffic involves a lot of effort and a lot of uncertainty in the beginning. Okay, so let's get started. First, it's important to understand the different types of traffic that there are. They include organic traffic, which is free traffic. There's paid, which is using paid advertising. And then there's owned. Organic typically comes from social media or SEO, and I'll get more into these two shortly. But if you're not sure what SEO is, it stands for Search Engine Optimization, which basically means optimizing your website to appear in Google search results. I have a whole video called What is SEO that I will put a link to in the description in case you're interested, or you can just click on the card up at the top right corner. Paid traffic typically comes from running paid ads or paying for shoutouts on other websites, blogs, or social media accounts that already have high traffic. And then you've got owned traffic, which is basically like building an email list. Yes, you have to drive traffic elsewhere in order to build that email list, but now you own it and you can take it anywhere that you need to from business to business. So now that you know the types of traffic, the most important thing to understand about getting and keeping traffic is that content is king and distribution is queen, aka creating valuable content and how you market it. And by that, I mean, what is the reason that someone would want to come to your site and stay to browse around? The answer is your content. Whether you're teaching people informative content or providing an excellent service or product that solves a problem for people, you need high, valuable content to get new visitors to your site. So, what is valuable content? It's writing the most informative and well-organized blog post about a topic. It's making the most engaging YouTube video to teach a new skill. It's giving the most realistic advice in your podcast, and so on. Here's a few examples of different types of content that you can make. You've got a blog post, which is usually informative and educational and teaches somebody about a topic. You've got a YouTube video, which is also can be informative or it can just be entertaining. And then you've got Instagram posts, reels, and stories, which is all short form content. You've also got TikTok videos, and yes, I'm serious, TikTok actually works because it's all about virality and trends. You've also got LinkedIn, which is a great source for business leads and connections. And then you've also got Pinterest pins, which on Pinterest, this is where people are actually spending the most amount of money because they're seeing products all over the place. So having a Pinterest account can really help drive traffic. And then you've also got Facebook posts. And before you get too overwhelmed and try to put content on every social media platform out there, just know that your niche is probably going to live in 1 to 2 of these places. So if your niche is something like baking cookies, for instance, then this is probably going to be best on something like Pinterest and maybe Instagram, but not so much as YouTube. And if your niche is something like cars, this might be best on Instagram and YouTube, but maybe not Pinterest. So doing market research on Google is going to be best for figuring out where your market lives and how you can cater to them. So now you know all the different types of content and you know that content is king. Well, now we've got distribution is queen. So how can we actually distribute this content to get eyeballs on it? So first, you've got research keywords and target SEO. Making sure that the SEO on your website is perfectly targeted towards keywords within your niche is going to help you appear a lot higher in Google search and get you a lot more organic traffic. And again, I have a whole video in the description about what is SEO and a few SEO tutorials on my channel, so check that out. Number 2 is to create social media and blog content. After researching what content is best for your market, start writing posts, making YouTube videos, making pins on Pinterest, etc. Having valuable content on your website is crucial. but sharing it on social media is an easy leg up to get more eyeballs over to your website. I personally drive a lot of traffic through YouTube. Me and my best friend, who is actually a co-founder on this channel, have 3 YouTube channels that each have over 100,000 subscribers, and they all started from 0. And it all started with one simple video. We also use Pinterest to drive a lot of traffic. You can create pins and link to your blog posts or web pages on your website. For example, my sister has a Pinterest account for her health and wellness website that she drives up to 100,000 visitors each month, purely from creating pins and building a Pinterest account in a specific niche. I also have a friend that runs a personal Instagram account about photography and drives thousands of monthly visitors to his website this way. And again, it all started with one single post, so it's going to take some time and attention to grow it. There really is no overnight hack for driving quality traffic to your site. Think of it this way: social media is where millions and millions of eyeballs are constantly hanging out. But if you don't have a piece of content to show, no one will see you. So make content that not only gets you seen, but is worth sharing. Number 3, social media content collabs. Collaborate with competitors in your niche to gain awareness from someone else's audience. How can you do this? Well, be willing to offer your competitor valuable content for their social media account that their viewers will love, and then put a link to your website in the content itself or in the description. Number 4, guest posting on blogs. Similar to collaborating on social media, you can ask other website and blog owners if you can write a post on their site that is helpful for their audience. And in this post, you can include links to your website, also known as a backlink. A backlink is just any link from someone else's website to yours, and this really helps your site authority grow on Google search so that you can appear higher in Google results. Backlinking is one of the highest ranking sources that Google looks for. So the more backlinks you have, the higher that you will appear in Google search results. And you also will get traffic from that person's website that is backlinking to yours. So it's a win-win for both. Next, you've got interviews. So you can offer to answer questions and provide valuable information in interviews on other people's websites, podcasts, or YouTube channels. In fact, Alex, the co-founder to Create a Pro website here with me, has interviewed with dozens of blog owners and podcast owners to drive traffic to his website, and it works very well. Next, you've got running paid advertising. So if you have a budget to work with, doing paid advertising is the fastest way that you can drive traffic to a new site. This includes Google search ads, display ads, which appear on any site using Google AdSense to monetize their site. You've got Facebook and Instagram ads, YouTube ads, and more. I recommend researching how your competition is running their ads. For example, display ads may work better for you than an Instagram ad. So you might be asking, well, how do I see what they're posting as far as ads? Well, a quick way that you can find out is to go over to their Facebook page and then go down to Page Transparency. Here you can view their entire ad library to see what they currently have running and how long they've been running it to see if it's effective or not. This is a great way to get inspiration on ads that you could run and a great way to get an edge up on your competition. Lastly, we've got social media shoutouts. You can pay social media influencers with lots of followers to shout out your website on their Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it. It's really simple. You just reach out either through a direct message or through an email if they provide one on their account and ask them how much they charge for various types of shout out posts. The key here is to reach out to influencers who may already be endorsing products or services that relate to your website niche. That way, they're much more likely to say yes. Okay, so to sum it up, there are several different avenues that you can take to start driving traffic, and what works for some may not work as well for others. So pay attention to your competition, be patient, expect to fail a few times, and my personal advice is to never stop creating valuable content on social media. It is by far the most effective and reliable method that I've found. It's also the slow method. The fast method is to do paid advertising, but it's unreliable because your ad may not convert well, or maybe it does for a limited time and then fizzles out. But writing valuable content on your website will give people a reason to stay and come back. Alright guys, if you found this video helpful, please smash that like button and drop me a comment below to let me know what method you're going to try first. And feel free to subscribe for more videos on how to build professional websites from home and how to make money with websites. And check me out on TikTok and Instagram for more quick tips, website inspiration, and behind the scenes fun. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.